Shalom, Yasharallah, Bahashem, Yahushai, Call, Hala, Hawa, La, Yahweh. Shalom Israel, in the name of Yahushai, all praises, glory to Yahweh. And saying that, understand that America is not a racist country and racism don't exist. And what I mean by racism don't exist because it's a modern terminology. You understand me? Because see, IST and ISM ain't nothing but theories. Okay, then these theories are being indoctrinated through the media, through education. When it comes to, see, racism is not a part of the scriptures and it has no relations to the scriptures. However, the political definition or the closest political definition you're going to come to racism concerning the Bible or concerning the scriptures is what we call the respect of persons. Do you understand me? And in fact, let me go to the let's go into the book of James, the 2nd chapter. Let's get James 2 and 2 right quick. James chapter 2, verse 2. For if there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring and goodly apparel, and there come in also a poor man in a vile raiment, and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool. Verse 4, are ye not then partial in your own selves, and are become judges of evil thoughts? See, so when it comes to a respected person, it does not deal with skin color. Do you understand me? See, so impartiality has no relations to skin color. Because see, understand that when you line it up with today here in America in this time, understand that the government know that the so-called African Americans have the covenant with Yahweh God, and that we are above all nations. Okay? Now, here in America, by the Edomites or Esau descendants knowing the scriptures, they know these things. So what they do is they put other nations that come here to America, they put them above the American people or the so-called African American minority communities. You understand me? Because see, the Asians, the Somalians, the Ukrainians, they all come over here and they reap the benefits of America. They get checks, okay? They get cars. Do you understand me? They get loans from the taxpayers. Do you understand me? See, so when it comes to a respected person, putting some nation above another nation or treating another nation better than another nation, regardless of whether it's belief or cultural practices, that does not deal with skin color. Do you understand me? See, so racism don't exist because it's not related to the scriptures. You understand me? And the closest you're going to get is the respect of persons. And that respect of person does not deal with skin color. You understand me? That's why racism is a modern terminology. It's an economic, philosophical view governing system of man. And that philosophical view governing system is what we know as socialism. Do you understand me? Because see, understand, socialism means to extol, commune, ownership, and confiscation of private property. Meaning that you all agree that America is racist, so the government come in and put in regulations and policies and take everything that you have. So now you don't have anything, but the government has all the power and has all the money and has all the property. So therefore you are being enslaved. But y'all lack understanding of this political game, so y'all fall victim. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is, okay? And in fact, let's go to let's get 1 Samuel 8. I want verse 12, but we're gonna start at 4 so y'all can get a better understanding. Because see, everything which y'all looking at in the media, concerning these events, domestic or foreign, they are all biblically related. You understand? So let's get it. Let's get 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel chapter 8, verse 4. Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together, and came to Samuel unto Ramah, and say unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy son walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations. But this thing displeased Samuel, when they say, Give us a king to judge us. Verse 7, And the Lord said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto thee. For they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. Okay, and basically what he's talking about is the commandments. Because see, what displeases Samuel was the fact is that the nation of Israel, the elders, they wanted someone to judge them and to be like other nations. They didn't want a divine governing system to rule over them. And that's what the commandments are. The commandments is a divine governing system. Do you understand me? When you come, understand, this the commandments is one legal system, right? Now this legal system is what we call divine, because why? The commandments come directly from Yahweh God and man. That's why it's divine. Now this commandments is one legal system that's divided into two parts. You have a divine tablet, and you have a philosophical tablet. Now this divine tablet is what we know politically as called theocracy. Do you understand me? And the philosophical tablet, this is where the governing system of man come in there, far as socialism, communism, bureaucracy, monarchy, oligarchy, democracy, and so forth. Those are all philosophical views governing system of man. Do you understand me? That Moses received on Mount Sinai. You understand? And in fact, let's get let's go into Exodus 31 and 18. And then we're going to go ahead and hold that, and we're going to go into the book of Hebrews 9 and 1. Exodus 31 verse 18. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communion with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony. Listen, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of Yahweh. And the 2 testimony, the table with stones, written with the finger, again, are the commandments. You understand me? See, so this is one legal system. Let's go on and get Hebrews 9 and 1. Hebrews chapter 9 verse 1. Then verily the first covenant let's read that again. Hebrews 9 and 1. Then verily the first covenant had also ordinance of a divine service. And that divine service is what we call politically theocracy. Biblically, it's called the commandments, because the commandments is a legal system. Because see, understand, the commandments governs a body of people. So you have a lot of nations, including China, Russia, and India, them, they apply some of these commandments into their laws, because these commandments governs a body of people. You understand? Let's read that again. Hebrews chapter 9 verse 1. Then verily the first covenant had also ordinance of a divine service and a worldly sanctuary. See, so that worldly sanctuary is what we known as capitalism. Do you understand me? Politically, it'll be known as Republican, because see, the Republican represents a divine governing system. See what I'm saying? See, so when they say America is racist, it's because America is a divine kingdom. Do you understand me? Because the Constitution are based off the 10 Commandments, because America is founded on Christianity. America is founded on religion. And America is built on capitalism. Do you understand me? It is what it is. See, so that worldly sanctuary, what we call Republican, and its financial institution is what we know as capitalism. See, so when they say America is racist, they talking about a divine governance system, and that divine governance system, financial institution, is what we call capitalism, and racism attacks capitalism. Racism does not deal with skin color. That's why America is not a racist country, and it's always going to be indoctrinated through the media. Why? Because these are weapons of war. These are weapons of war. They are politicized for political power and for control. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is, okay? See, so the commandments was known as the first covenant. Yahweh Shai is known as the second covenant. You understand me? See, so when you go back into Christian theology, Yahweh God never established a covenant with the church when he sent his son Yahweh Shai. He just renewed the promises that was established to Abraham that goes back into Adam. Do you understand me? It is what it is. Okay, let's go back to 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel, chapter 8. Let's read that again. Chapter 8, verse 7. And the Lord said unto Samuel, hearken unto the voice of the people and all that they say unto thee, for they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. And today, when you line it up with today, they reject Yahweh Shai. They reject the commandments. Because see, once you reject Yahweh Shai, you reject the commandments. Do you understand me? Let's go to the book of Luke. Let's go let's get Luke 23. Oh, I'm in the book of John. My bad, Shalaki Israel. Let's get Luke 23. Let's get Luke 23 and let's get 34. And matter of fact, before we get that, let's hold that. Let's go into the book of Galatians. I think what, Galatians 3 and 24. Luke 23, verse 34. Then said Yahweh Shai, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Meaning that they didn't understand that Yahweh Shai represents a divine governance system. Like the commandments, they came directly from Yahweh God, okay, to Moses on Mount Sinai. And the nation of Israel, Yahweh Shai, his son, came for the nation of Israel. Do you understand me? He came down. He is that and when you go into in John, he is that bread that come down. He is that living bread that come down. See, so he is that second covenant. You understand me? So the first covenant is a physical covenant, which are the commandments. Do you understand me? Let's go to Galatians 3 and 24. Before we get that, let's go up to verse 19. Galatians chapter 3, verse 19. Wherefore then serveth the law? And the serveth the law is talking about the commandments, the physical commandments that he established with the nation of Israel in the desert. Let's read that again. Galatians chapter 3, verse 19. Wherefore then serveth the law? It was added because of transgression till the seed should come to whom the promise was made. And the promise was made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You understand? Those promises, yeah, damn, those mosquitoes, so those promises, to the promise that was made, let's finish up. Let's go to, verse 24. Galatians chapter 3, verse 24. Let's start up, let's go to, verse 24. Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster, and the law are the statutes and the ordinances are the commandments. Let's read that again. Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us unto Christ, that we might be justified by faith. But after that faith have come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster. See, so we're no longer under the physical penalties of death through the commandments, because the commandments is the physical covenant that he established with the nation of Israel when they left Egypt. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, so when they reject Yahweh Shai, they reject the a divine governance system, because Christ, Yahweh Shai, represents that divine governance system. You understand me? And matter of fact, let's get to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 9 and 6. Let's get Isaiah 9 and 6 right quick. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and unto us is talking about the nation of Israel, talking about those prophecies that goes back into the writings of Moses. You understand? Let's read that again. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government, listen, and the government shall be on his shoulders. Okay, and that government is what you call politically theocracy. Theocracy is a divine governance system. Do you understand me? See, so Donald Trump, the Republican Party, they represents a divine governance system. Do you understand me? See, so the children of Israel rejected a divine governance system, and they embraced a philosophical system of man. And to this day, y'all embrace the government, its policies, its regulations. Y'all embrace socialism. Y'all embrace democracy. But y'all reject the divine governance system. Do you understand me? That divine governance system is called the commandments. That's why in the book of Mark, he say, y'all honor me with y'all lips, but y'all hearts is from me, far from me. Do you understand me? Because Jesus, Lord, God, all them ain't nothing but titles. They are pagan titles at that. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is, okay? See, so when you reject Yahweh Shai, you reject the commandments. Because Yahweh Shai are the commandments. He's that second covenant, okay? You understand me? See, so understand that racism don't exist. It's a modern terminology, and this modern terminology, economic view of man, attacks capitalism. You understand me? Because see, understand capitalism is a private ownership for operation and mean for production and profit. Entrepreneurship, owning your own businesses in the chain of stores, making money, investing 150 and turning that into 300. Okay, do you understand me? Investment increase. That is what capitalism is about, and America is a capitalist country. That's why America is not a racist country. You understand me? Racism is a philosophical view, economic view that attacks capitalism. And let's finish up 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel chapter 8. Now let's start back from verse 4. 1 Samuel chapter 8 verse 4. Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together and came to Samuel unto Ramah, and say unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy son walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations. But this thing that pleased Samuel, when they say, Give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people and all that they say unto thee, for they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. Now let's go down to verse 9. Verse 9. Now therefore hearken unto the voice of their voice. Howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, show them the manner of king that shall reign over them. And that king today is what we call it, presidents and prime ministers and ambassadors and whatnot. Do you understand me? So it's talking about the philosophical governance system of man. Do you understand? Now let's go down to verse 12. And he will appoint captains over thousands and captains over fifties. And he will set them to ear his ground, and to reap his harvest, and to make his instruments of war and instruments of his chariots. And the instruments of his war is what we call racism. It's what we call discrimination. It's what we call phobic. It's what we call bigotry. Do you understand me? All these are modern terminology that attack capitalism. Do you understand me? It is what it is. See, so these words are politicized. Now the chariots that carry these words is what we call the Department of Labor. Okay, what we call human rights. And all these documents are posted by the time clock. Because in regardless of what job activity you are in, these racism, discrimination, sexism, all that is enforced in the job market. Do you understand me? It doesn't matter what type of job that you into, whether you commercial or private. Point is that we have laws and legislations in place. You know what I'm saying? And these legislations and laws attack capitalism. Do you understand me? It is what it is. Now let's go down to verse 14. And he will take your fields and your vineyards and olive yards, even the best of them, and give them to his servants. And he will take the tenth of your seed and your vineyards and give them to his officers and to his servants. And he's talking about the tenth of your seed, the tenth of your property. Okay, that's why they call taxes and property tax and gain tax, property gain tax. Okay, do you understand me? So through taxes and regulations, they come and take all your property. And that is what you call socialism, because socialism extolling communal ownership. Y'all agree America is racist, so what they do is they confiscate. They come and take everything that you have. The government come and take everything that you have. But y'all like understanding of what the political game is about. See, so y'all support a governance system that's only going to enslave you in the long run. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let's go to the book of Micaiah. Let me get Micaiah 2:2. Right? And I'm gonna go ahead and only get Ezekiel 22 and 29. Micaiah chapter 2 verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence. And now when they say they covet fields, it's talking about socialism, because socialism covet. Do you understand me? And covenants is a violation of Yahweh commandments. Okay? See, so when you come back to the commandments on the philosophical tablet, you have the fifth commandment: thou shalt not covet anything of thy neighbors. And the government covets. And what they covet, your land and your property. Why? Because your land and property, you make money off your property. You can increase your wealth off your property. Do you understand me? Because it's freedom in the capitalism. That's why you hear the Republican Party always talk about the Biden-Harris administration, Obama, Clinton, them. The Democrats' agenda are taking away the freedoms of America, right? Because see, America is a capitalist country and it's freedom in the capitalism. Do you understand me? And in fact, let's get let me go into the book of Ecclesiasticus 5 and 18, I believe. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 verse 18. Behold that which I have seen, it is good and comely for one to eat and drink, and to enjoy the good of all his labor that he taketh under the sun all the days of his life, which Yahweh God giveth him, for it is his portion. See, so it is his portion to go out and relax, to make money and enjoy yourself. That's what capitalism is about, because Yahweh God is a capitalist himself. Do you understand me? And it's freedom in the capitalism. Let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 9 right quick. Deuteronomy 28 at what? Oh, so like what? No, yeah, let's get 29. I'm select what I'm thinking about. Deuteronomy 28 verse 2. And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Now let's go down to verse 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of the body, and the blessing of the fruit of the body is basically that you are healthy. Do you understand me? You be mentally and physically strong to go out and make money. Let's read that again, verse 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of the body, and the fruit of the ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase. Listen, the increase of thy kind. And that increase is what you call capitalism, because you doubling that money, you investing that money, and you bring it back in there more. You understand? Let's go down to let's finish up verse 4. Matter of fact, let's start from the beginning. Deuteronomy 28 and 2. Deuteronomy 28 verse 2. And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, Yahweh. Verse 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of the body, the fruit of the ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Meaning that everything that you have, it's going to prosper and it's going to double. Verse 5. Blessed shall be thy basket and storehouse. And that basket and storehouse today is what we call bank accounts and debit cards. See, so you always going to have money on your debit card. You always going to have money in your account. You always going to be blessed in the system of Esau, even though the system of Esau is against you and is to enslave you. But by hearkening to the commandments, by hearkening and worshiping the divine governing system and practicing capitalism, you're going to be blessed through all the bullshit that's taking place here in America. Do you understand? It is what it is. See, so they covet because it's freedom in the capitalism, and God is the capitalist. Yahweh God is the capitalist himself. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let's go back to verse 19, Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus chapter 9, verse 19. Every man also to whom Yahweh hath given riches and wealth, and have given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor. This is the gift of Yahweh God. See, so capitalism is a gift. Do you understand me? Capitalism is a gift, and it's freedom in the capitalism. And socialism goes against that. Socialism violates the commandments. Because see, y'all have to understand. Y'all have to understand the world ideology, philosophical governing system, religious views of this world goes against Yahweh God. And Yahweh God is against the views, the religious, political views, ideology of man. Because that's a spiritual war. You understand me? And in fact, we're gonna hold that. Let me go to the book of Colossians. Let me get Colossians what? 2 and 8. Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Be aware lest any man spoil you through philosophy. Listen, let's read that again. Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Be aware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of this world, and not after Christ. Because the ideology and the philosophy, religious views of man goes against the Bible. Do you understand me? Through democracy, y'all embrace homosexuality. Y'all embrace this BLM movement. Y'all embrace the LBGT community. Y'all embrace through democracy. Y'all embrace socialism. You understand me? But y'all lack understanding of this whole political game. So that's why a lot of you are going to die outside of your faith and belief and fall victim to the system. You understand me? It is what it is. In fact, let's go to the book of John. Let's go into the book of John 7 and 7. John chapter 7, verse 7. The world cannot hate you, but it hated me because I testify of it, that the works therefore are evil. And the works are evil. It's political, it is ideology, views are evil. Because they goes against Yahweh God. They makes a mockery out of Yahweh God. Yahweh God made you a man, but through democracy and the government of man, you can go on ahead and change your sexual nature. It doesn't matter. You're a man. You can put on hormone blockers. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is, okay? Let's go back. Micaiah chapter 2, verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. And they covet field because it's freedom in the capitalism. And they took the houses by violence. Because when you go into the history of America, prior in that Jim Crow era, and after that Jim Crow era, you had the KKK, which are known as the Democrats, are independents. They came in and burnt down communities. They put up bank regulations that took all the property of the blacks. Because see, understand, when they say make America great again, they're talking about that period in history. Okay, where black people in America had money, power, they had land. Do you understand me? Because see, that's why America not a racist country. Because see, when you go back into history, prior to the Jim Crow era and after the Jim Crow era, you had blacks that was always was into in the political field. Prior to the 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s of the Jim Crow era, the Republican Party base is black because America was founded on black. Okay, when you go to the European history of America, it's from 1788. And that history going to show you and tell you that John Hanson was allegedly the first black president of America, not Barack Obama. You understand me? And prior to 1788, you had 6 black presidents. Do you understand me? And when you scroll down in American history, you're going to see the original John Hanson. First, they're going to show an image of a white man. Then you scroll down, they're going to show you the image of a black man. Do you understand me? See, so blacks was into on the political field. Now see, America, the Republican Party base is black. Do you understand me? The first civil rights bill was in 1870, and it was put up by the Black Congress. And that first civil rights bill was protection of the protection from the KKK, because during that time, the Democrats or the Independents, they lost a civil war, due to the fact of that, not only by the Emancipation of Proclamation and he abolishing slavery, but because of the industrial American Revolutionary period. So factories was being built up in the northern countries. Do you understand me? See, so the Democrats took off the hood, they put on the hoods, okay, and they formed the KKK. That's why when you go back into Google, when you go back to the Democratic Party, they're going to evolve and it stands from the KKK. But before they was the KKK, they was known as independent. Okay, because Andrew Johnson, he started the Democratic Party in the late 1800s after the death of President Garfield. The Democratic Party, Andrew Johnson, he vetoed 40 acres and a mule. Okay, see, so now the blacks was pushed out. Now in the Jim Crow era in the early 1900s, you had Shirley Chisholm was the first black female Congress, but they came in, the black people, they came in as Democrats. You had Reeves, okay, and all the way up to now to Barack Obama, to now to Vice President Kamala Harris. Do you understand me? Now, when you look at from the Jim Crow era, past beyond the 1965 Voters' Rights Act, you had the Black Caucus. Do you understand me? Because see, you had a lot of black people that was in the political field, but they was in the background being silent. Do you understand me? And after the 1965 Voters' Rights Act, you have blacks too that enter more heavy into the political field, but they came in as Democrats. Do you understand me? See, so prior to the Jim Crow era and after the Jim Crow era, you had blacks that was into the political field. You had Maxine Waters. She's black. She's been in the Senate for over 40-something years. Do you understand me? You had Clyburn. He part of the Black Caucus. He been in the caucus longer than Joe Biden. Because Joe Biden been in the Senate for over what? Damn near over 40-something years. See, so when you go back even to today, you have like Chicago, predominant black, the council, the district attorney, all these people are black. Yet in Chicago, the black people still lack economic opportunity. You still see boarded up houses and boarded up abandoned buildings, and crime across the board skyrocket in the inner cities, especially the blue states. Because see, all these blue states are owned and run by the Democrats. You understand me? See, the Democrats tell you that you are enslaved, that they are a party of slavery. If you want to say racism and call it racism, they is that party of that racism. And they telling you that every day through policies. They tell you that every day through their speeches, but y'all lack understanding of what these politicians is talking about. Y'all lack the understanding of the terminology that they use to promote their wicked ass agenda. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, so they took it by violence, and now they take it more by violence by the governing system, by legislations and policies that's in place, like the shit with Camilla. Okay, gonna turn America into a communist country where you're gonna be eating out of bread. You're gonna be in soup lines. They're gonna be giving, the government gonna be giving out bread and rice like they do in India. You okay? Do you understand me? This what you seeing in the media is racism attacking capitalism, and this is the spiritual war that the Bible speaks about, and the spiritual war is not only religiously being played out, but economically as well. Okay, because we are in an economic war. So when you look on the news and these social media and the media outlets, you're going to see socialism and capitalism, they going at it. Do you understand me? It's what it is. And some Democrats practice capitalism, but they don't like the communism, because communism, Marxism, socialism are economic enslavement governing systems. Do you understand me? It's what it is. See, so y'all need to learn and understand what these politicians is talking about. You understand me? I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna go into 2 Peter. I'm gonna get what? 2 Peter 2 and 3. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 3. And through covetousness, listen, and through covetousness, the violation of the commandments, okay, and through covenant, they covered their freedom, so they pass legislations, okay, they push these agendas. Let's read that again. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 3. And through covetousness shall they fray with words make merchandise of you, meaning that they made merchandise of you, meaning that they sell you to the next politician, not for money, but for power. Okay, like Lightfoot and Johnson in Chicago, what happened? They got rid of Lightfoot, and Mayor Lightfoot was a black woman. She was a lesbian, but she was a black woman. And they got rid of her because they didn't like her, and then they went and got somebody worse than Mayor Lightfoot. And he was black, and his name is London Johnson, whatever his name is in Chicago. And he already told the people straight up, you black people ain't getting nothing but investments, but we got $140 billion for these immigrants. Why? Because these immigrants is going to come over and be exploited for cheap labor. Yet they're going to reap the benefits and be above the American citizens, and they're going to reap these benefits because they're going to be turned out to be Democratic loyal voters. Okay, you understand me? See, so they've been exploited for cheap labor and for political power. So what happens is that when they flood the communities with these immigrants, the Democrats pick up extra seats when they start to redistricting in the next presidential election. Do you understand me? It is what it is. Understand how this game goes. The government know who we are. The government understand this whole game. But y'all lack understanding when they say America is racist. Okay, they not talking about skin color when they say Donald Trump is racist. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let's go back. Micaiah, chapter 2, verse 2. Oh, shall I go? Let me go. Before I get that, let me go to Psalms 44. But you can get Psalms 44 and what 12. Psalms 44, verse 12. Thou sellest thy people for naught, and does not increase thy wealth by their price. See, they don't increase their wealth by their price, because their price is your vote, and their vote and your vote going to keep them into office. Do you understand me? And that's what it is, okay? See, so they covered fields. Okay, they took the property, they committed all the acts against the American people, the so-called African Americans, the minorities here in America. Okay, let's go back to Micaiah. Micaiah chapter 2, verse 2. And they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And they oppress you through taxes. Okay, they'll oppress you through regulations. They'll oppress you through the new black code laws that's being implemented through the policies of the Democrats. But y'all don't understand this political game. Y'all don't understand how y'all government works. Do you understand me? Y'all don't know y'all branches of government. You understand me? Y'all don't understand what the Bible is about, what the scriptures is about. So y'all die outside of y'all faith and belief. And don't worry, a lot of Israelites going to die outside of their faith too. They're going to die in their fringes as well. Do you understand me? You understand? See, so understand that racism don't exist. Racism is the modern terminology, and this terminology, economic view, attacks capitalism. Do you understand me? Here's what it is. Okay? And they took it by violence. Ezekiel 22, verse 29. The people of the land have used expressions and exercised robbery, and they use expressions by telling you that America is racist. They use expression when they tell you phobic. They tell you about discrimination and sexual identity. You understand me? Here's what it is, okay? So they use these political tools. They use these words, the modern terminology, as political tools to express their oppression onto the people. You understand me? And it is what it is, okay? So they use racism, they use DEI, they use discrimination. Do you understand me? And so forth. You understand? It is what it is. Ezekiel 22, verse 29. The people of the land have used expressions and exercised robbery, and have vexed the poor and needy. Yea, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully, and they oppress the strangers wrongfully. Those nations that come in, that live next to the so-called African Americans in the community, they get oppressed too. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is, okay? So it's about that power, okay? And through the lack of understanding, you all put these people in the power, and they pass legislations to enslave you. So basically what y'all do is embrace a philosophical governing system of man, whether it be democracy, whether it be bureaucracy, socialism, or communism. Y'all embrace the philosophical views, ideology of man, and y'all reject the commandments, because y'all don't understand the commandments is the divine governing system, and its financial institutions is what we call capitalism. Do you understand me? Politically, it's that divine governing system is what we call bureaucracy. And Donald Trump and the Republican Party represents bureaucracy. Do you understand me? So America is a capitalist country. America is built on capitalism. The Constitution, the First, the Second, the Fifth, and the 10th Amendment is built on the 10 Commandments. Do you understand me? They believe in God, and God is a capitalist himself. See, so understand that this economic war is an attack against Yahweh God. See, so when y'all say America is racist, y'all saying capitalism is racist, and that's attack against Yahweh God. You understand me? Let's go into the book of Luke 10 and 7. Luke chapter 10, verse 7. And in the same house remain, eating and drinking such things as they give, for the labor is worthy of its hire. And a labor is worthy of its hire. So if I pay a person $1,500, a professional painter $1,500 to paint my house, then he's worth that. Now the DEI and the discrimination come in is because here it is, you have a man that has no skill set. He's not a professional. He has no ideology on what he's doing, but I need to pay him $1,500, equal to the professional painter. But yet he don't have any skills. So if I give him $300 and a plate of food, then I'll be considered a racist. I'll be considered discriminatory. You understand me? I'll be considered a bigot and whatnot. See, so all the weapons of war, the modern terminology, they're going to be used against me, against capitalism, because I'm practicing capitalism. Do you understand me? It is what it is. And capitalism is basically you hire who you want to hire. Okay, you pay who you want to hire, and that's capitalism. Okay, and when you say capitalism is racism, It's racist. America is racist. It's an attack against Yahweh God and his financial institution. Do you understand me? See, so DEI will come into play because of you is worthy of your hire. Okay, now if I don't deal with the man that have no skill set and deal with the professional painter, then I'm gonna be considered a racist, right? But if I pay that person that has no skill, that don't know how to paint, if I pay him $1,500 and he messes up my house, then oh well. Do you understand me? So understand how this game is being played. It's an attack against capitalism. Do you understand me? And to call capitalism as racism is to call God a racist. And God is not a racist, because racism don't exist according to the scriptures. The closest you're going to get is a respect of persons. And Yahweh God is not a respect of persons. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Matter of fact, we're going to hold that. Let's go to the book of Romans. Let me get Romans 2 and 11 right quick. I believe. Romans chapter 2 verse 11. For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh. See, so impartiality has nothing to do with skin color. See, so Yahweh God is not a racist. Okay? Capitalism is not a racist system. Do you understand me? If you pick and choose who you want to hire, and that's capitalism. You pick and choose who you're going to pay that's going to represent your company. And in fact, we're going to hold that. We're going to go ahead on over into Romans 9, and we're going to start at verse 13. Romans chapter 9 verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And now when he said Esau have I loved, all those are past tense, and he hated. Those are past tense, meaning that he did not say, now I changed my mind, now I love Esau. Those are Paul quoted from the Old Testament. Paul quoted from the scriptures that was written from the beginning. Okay? Because Esau and Jacob is what Yahweh God covenant is based on. Do you understand me? Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning that followed. Y'all need to understand this covenant, because this covenant is being played out not only religiously, but it's playing out as economically as well. Because see, worshiping is the act of obedience. Do you understand me? See, y'all believe in God, but y'all worship the government. Okay, y'all obey the government. Y'all don't obey the commandments. Y'all reject the commandments by obeying and embracing the philosophical system of man. Do you understand me? So y'all reject that divine governance system through democracy. Do you understand me? It is because democracy means the majority rule. All right, let's go back. Romans chapter 9 verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh? God forbid. For he said unto Moses, I will have mercy on whom I have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I have compassion. And that's what capitalism is. I hire who I want to hire, and I pay who I want to pay. And we agree to that payment. So if I agree to pay you this, I'm going to pay you that. If I agree to pay you this, I'm going to pay you that. Okay, you are worth. That's why you're here today. Never sell yourself short in the job market. Never put 100% in all that you do, because you're not going to get paid for that. You worth your labor. Do you understand me? So if you put all your labor in one company and they don't pay you, then that's your fault. Because you put a whole 110% in instead of putting 60% in. You got to understand the way how this game is being played. Do you understand me? Let's go back to Romans 2 and 11. Romans chapter 2 verse 11. For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh God. For as many have sinned without the law shall also perish without the law. And as many have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. See, so they're going to be judged by the law. Do you understand me? Let's go to Jeremiah 9 and 25 right quick. Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 25. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will punish all of them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised. Now the circumcised are what you call the children of Israel, because they have a physical circumcision covenant that Yahweh God established with Abraham. Do you understand? That covenant of circumcision. Okay, now the uncircumcised are the Gentile nations, because the Gentile nation has no covenant with Yahweh God. Do you understand? He established a covenant with the nation of Israel. Okay, you understand? What it is. Verse 26. Egypt, let's read verse 25 again. Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 25. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will punish all of them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised, Egypt and Judah and Edom, and all the children of Ammon and Moab, and all that dwell in the uttermost corners, that dwelleth in the wilderness. And the wilderness are those Arab nations. For all these nations are uncircumcised, and all the house of Israel are uncircumcised in heart. See, in heart, not the physical circumcision, but in the heart they're not circumcised. That's why when Christ said, I think what Matthew 13, that the mysteries is the mysteries of the kingdom is given to the elect of Israel, unless at any time they convert. You understand me? They convert. They become a child again. You understand me? But until then, Israel, the nation of Israel, are going to stay blind. And you have a lot of Israelites that are blind, but they teach the physical commandments. I'm not saying what they're saying is wrong, because they said what they're saying is right, but yet they lack understanding too in the stuff that they push. Do you understand me? Because just like the church, they push the philosophical issues of man. They don't teach the divine governance system. See, a lot of Israelites don't know what this political game is about, along with these Christian people also. Y'all don't understand. So y'all think that the Bible is that damn fairy tale. You understand me? Listen to what Peter's saying, Acts 10 and 34. Acts chapter 10, verse 34. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, of a truth I perceive that Yahweh God is no respecter of persons, but in every nation he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. And that righteousness is the commandments, but he's not talking about the physical commandments, he's talking about Yahweh Shai. Because Yahweh Shai is the commandments that came down. Yahweh Shai is that divine governance system. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Okay, see, so when y'all say Yahweh God, when y'all say capitalism is racist, America is racist, y'all calling God a racist. So it's an attack against Yahweh God and his financial institution. Do you understand me? Because see, we are in a spiritual war, and politically it's being played out through the politicians' agenda. Because Yahweh God prophecies are politically being played out. Because what you're looking at again is all biblically related. Because what takes place in the heavens take place down here on earth. Do you understand me? That's why Christ said, what take place in heaven, thy will be done in heaven as it is on earth. Do you understand me? See, so you got political events and cosmic events. Okay? And this is what the Bible, and this is what life is based on. The act of worship and obedience. See, y'all better learn and understand this game and what it's about. Do you understand me? And a lot of y'all die in the idolatry. Okay? A lot of you all die outside of y'all faith, and a lot of Israelites going to die too. You understand me? Because the 1/3 going to come out of this tribulation period into that second Exodus. A lot of people is dead because the elect is based on what, 10,000 out of each tribe. So all the African Americans that's here in America, only 10,000 of them are the elect. Everybody else is not the elect. Do you understand? Hey, it is what it is. Okay. Let's get Matthew 20. Let's go to Matthew 20 and 1. And we're going to go to 14. Matthew chapter 20, verse 1. For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is a householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers in his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And when they went about the 3rd hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, he said unto them, Go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way. And again he went out about the 6th and the 9th hour, and did likewise. Verse 6. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle. He found others standing idle. They say unto him, verse 6. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle, and say unto them, why ye stand here all day idle? Thus they say unto him, because no man hath hired us. He said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that ye shall receive. So when the evening was come, the Lord of the vineyard said unto the steward, call all the laborers, and give them their hire, beginning from the last unto the first. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. But when the first came, they supposed that they should receive more. They likewise received every man a penny. They received likewise every man a penny. Verse 11. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house, saying, these last have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have bore the burden of the heat of the day. And basically, when you line it up with today, into the job force market, what happened to a lot of these jobs? You get hired on and getting paid 13. Somebody come through a temp agency and they get paid 17 or 16. Okay, and then once they finish their probationary period, they stay at 16, and you still at 13. But you've been there 2, 3, 4 years longer than that person. So now you see that's unfair. Now you see that that's not right. Now you see the discrimination, and the racism come in if it's a black and a white person. Okay, but when it comes to black on black, what it is nepotism. What it is discrimination. What it is bigotry and phobic. You understand me? So understand that when you line that up with today, that's what you hear. That'll be considered what? Discrimination. That'll be considered racism. Why? Because they just came in and they received the same amount of pay. Do you understand me? And they've been there all day. Okay, do you understand me? See, so what happened is that now you have that ear to the ground. Now you have that chariots, which is the Department of Labor and Human Rights. Okay, because he done filed a discrimination suit. Okay, when he went to the Department of Labor to file for unemployment. Okay, and capitalism is private. So you hire who you want to hire and you pay who you want to pay. And that's called capitalism. If not, then capitalism is only your own businesses. But if you don't like to work for nobody, then you need to go out and get money and double that money and invest that money. Do you understand me? And bringing in more money so that you can be able to live good, because it's freedom in capitalism. Do you understand me? Let's go to Psalms 128. I'm going to start at verse 1. Psalms 128, verse 1. Blessed is everyone that feareth the Lord, that walketh in his ways. For thou shalt eat the labor of thy hands. Happy shall thy be, and it shall be well with thee. Thy wife shall be as fruitful vine by the sides of thine house. Thy children like olive plants around about the table. Meaning that your kids and your wife are going to be happy, right? Because you're bringing in extra money, and y'all going to be able to enjoy life. Y'all going to be able to have the things that y'all need. You're going to have that food. You're going to have money in your bank account. Okay, you're going to have a healthy body. You're going to have a healthy mind. You're going to have the power to eat thereof. By hearkening and obeying the scriptures. Hearkening and obeying the divine governance system and its financial institution is what we call capitalism. Do you understand me? Now, the problem here now is that America is not a racist country, because, see, understand, the African Americans here in America, we are in economic slavery. Do you understand me? We are in economic slavery. So let's go back, finish up. Matthew chapter 20, verse 13. But he answered one of them and said, Friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst not thou agree with me for a penny? take that thine is and go thy way. I will give unto the last, even unto thee. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with my own? Meaning that I am righteous because I hired this person that's going to bring me money, and I didn't hire that person because that person can't bring me no money. Do you understand me? It is what it is. Okay, and capitalism is you pick and choose who you want to hire. You know what I'm saying? And America, through the Democrats or through the philosophical views of man, capitalism is racism. It's discrimination. You understand me? So DEI come into play. Do you understand me? Bigotry come into play. You understand? All these are weapons or instruments of war that used to attack capitalism because it's freedom in capitalism. Do you understand? See, so learn to understand these politicians' terminology. Why? Because, see, understand, America's not a racist due to the fact of that you have people in a position of power after the Jim Crow era, even up to this date, right now in 2024. But yet you see black people in the community, especially in these blue states like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Jersey, New York, California, Chicago. All these black people are what we call known as stupid and dumb. Okay? Because they vote for the same people. They voting on skin color, and these same black people going to enslave their ass. Do you understand me? They're going to enslave their ass because nobody ain't going to get you out of the economic conditions that the black people, African Americans, are in to this day. Because see, what we are in economic enslavement, because Yahweh God put us in that. Okay, because we are the children of Israel, and the Democrats, Esau, his seed, Illuminati, they know this. Okay, because the Catholic Church funded the Catholic Church were the slave owners. So when you go back to Django, when you go back to Roots, when you go back and watch these slavery films, you're gonna see that these captains was all Christian people. They would all come out of the Catholic Church. Do you understand me? And the Rothschilds, the bankers, they funded the transatlantic slave trade. The Catholic Church conducted this transatlantic slave trade. Do you understand me? Because through biblical prophecy, they know and understand that we are the children of Israel. You understand? It is what it is. See, so the conditions that we are in to this day are economic enslavement. And that economic enslavement has nothing to do with skin color. Although the so-called white man is in power, Esau, Illuminati, they in power, but yet the things that's taking place here in America in this civil rights era, all the way up to now, America is not a racist country. Do you understand me? It is what it is, okay? Let's go on to Deuteronomy 28. Let's get Deuteronomy 28 and let's get down to let's go down to verse 48, but I want to start at verse 47. Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst. And hunger and in thirst is talking about economically. You got food and water. Those are the basic needs of life. And in nakedness and in want of all things. Now that nakedness is what we're talking about religiously or your spiritual belief system. Okay, do you understand me? Let's read that again. Deuteronomy 28. And let's go to let's start at verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, in which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst, which is talking about economically, and in nakedness, and in nakedness is religiously, your spiritual belief system. And the one of all things, meaning that you're going to want all material matters. You understand me? All material matters that you're going to want. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Oh, go ahead, boss. And the iron, and the whole point of slavery was to wipe out. Now you all right? Was to wipe out your mental nationality of who you are. Do you understand me? That was the whole point of slavery. Because destroy means to put it into. So he put it. So Yahweh God put an end to the Israelite heritage. Okay? He stripped them of their heritage, and he put their ass in economic slavery. Do you understand me? Let's go down to verse 68. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Now, Egypt is not talking about the geographical location. Egypt is symbolic, and Egypt means bondage. Okay, you understand me? It is what it is. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spoke unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And that's the land of Israel. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for a bondsman and bondswoman, and no man shall buy you. Okay, so we were sold from plantation to plantation. You understand? When he say buy you, he's talking about economically. You understand? All right, boss. And what he's talking about is economy. Nobody ain't gonna buy you. Nobody ain't gonna get you out of the conditions that you are in. Even though Martin Luther King led the civil rights movement, you have Malcolm X, and you have all these civil rights leaders. For all these civil rights leaders, what happened? They was brought and paid for. Because understand, Rosa Parks was a black elite. Martin Luther King was a black elite. Okay, do you understand me? See, so all these black people, it's not designed to help you. Because here, you got to understand, when it comes to this political game, it's not about skin color. You understand me? Because you have a lot of black people that don't believe in the divine system. They don't believe in, they practice capitalism, but they believe and they embrace socialism. Okay, Kamala Harris is a CCP member. AOC, socialist. Do you understand me? Cora Bush, progressive socialist. Do you understand me? And you have to understand, okay, that this whole game, this whole political governance system violates the commandments, and it goes against Yahweh God. That's why the Bible is a political book, and the events that take place are biblically related, but politically being played out. So y'all lack understanding. So y'all become sadists. So y'all come sadists in y'all thinking. So what happens is that y'all support legislations and these Democrats that go against your faith, but not understanding these agendas. Do you understand me? Let's read 68 again. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the whereof I spoke unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And ye shall be sold unto your enemy for bondsman and bondswoman, and no man shall buy you. Meaning nobody not going to get you out of these conditions. And in fact, let's go to Lamentations. Let's get Lamentations 4 and what? 17? Lamentations chapter 4 verse 17. As for us, our eyes yet for our vain help. Now vain means emptiness. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Ain't no nation gonna save you. Because understand, black and white been working together for years. When you go back into that movie, what you mean, Harriet Tubman, that movie, and at the end of that movie, when she went in the Underground Railroad, when she went into that secret room, what happened? She seen black people and she seen white people mingling and talking and laughing together. Black and white been working together for years. It's just that the roles are reversed, because back then, before the Dark Ages, before the Black Plague, that era was known as the Dark Ages, because black people, the majority of the black people was in rule, was in power. Now, during the Black Plague of the 1300s, a lot of black people died. See, so the Esau, the Rothschilds, the Edomites, they was under black. So in the 1500s, they rose into power, which is known as the Renaissance period. You understand me? So the roles are reversed. Now they're in power. You understand? It is what it is, okay? See, so when it comes to the scriptures, it's not about skin color. But when it comes to the governance system of man, they make it into skin color, because y'all lack understanding of what this political game is about. So they're going to use this to attack you, to attack Yahweh God, to attack your faith, to put it into you. Okay, that's why a lot of y'all got put it into through Christianity. Because a lot of you all still think that y'all are Christians. A lot of you all still call Yahweh Shai Jesus. And even a lot of camps like Sakari, GMS, they always say Jesus. The watchmen them, they always say Jesus. Okay, all these camps talk about Jesus. I see you, I see Jesus. Okay, you understand me? Because they have a covenant with the government as well, like the church, and they have a C4 charter. Because if you want to open up a building and you want to be able to preach or teach or whatever, the scriptures or whatnot, you got to go and sign and register to the government. And a lot of these camps are registered to the government. Do you understand? Hey, it is what it is. Let's go back to Lamentations 4:17. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes yet for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps that we cannot go into our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, our end is come. Meaning that y'all can't go into y'all streets, not so much with surveillance cameras, okay, when they hunt your steps, meaning that every move that you make with your hands and your feet to make money, the government is going to be right there to take it through taxes, through regulations. Do you understand me? So you can't go out in the streets and make money. Do you understand me? It is what it is. Verse 19. Our prosecutors are swifter than eagles of the heaven. They pursue us upon mountains, and they lay wait for us in the wilderness. Now, no, mountains is not talking about the actual mountain. It's symbolic. What he's talking about is the local level branches of government. You got the local government that's waiting to take everything that you have through city and property tax. Then you got the state tax as well, and then you got the federal tax as well also. Do you understand me? Talking about the three branches of government: local, state, and federal. And then you have a world governing system also. Do you understand me? It is what it is. See, so they lay there, they sit there and then they wait till you make money. Then once you make money, they're gonna come and snatch everything you got through socialism. Cause y'all commune and y'all extol and commune ownership. So you let the government come and confiscate all your fucking property. So you have nothing. Ex Venezuela, they eating out of garbage cans. Why you think a lot of them jump over the border? Because socialism and communism have been implemented in South America. Chile, Venezuela, Colombia, and whatnot, all the southern triangle. Okay? Socialism, communism, it's being implemented. Do you understand? It is what it is. See? So nobody's not going to get you out of this economic enslavement. And in fact, let's go to Nehemiah 5, because see, it doesn't matter what skin color, who you pick. Even if you pick Kamala Harris to be a vice president, she's not going to get you out of the condition. She's going to enslave you even more. Why? Because she's a CCP member. She follow Karl Marx. Michael Jackson, them, they follow Karl Marx. They follow Crowley. Do you understand me? Marxism is a political economic theory. Okay, do you understand? And this economic theory is what we call socialism. Okay, if you understand, socialism is a one world governing system. Communism is a part of socialism, because Karl Marx, I think he wrote the Communism Manifesto book or something like that, whatnot. Okay, you understand me? So communism and socialism are basically the same agenda. You got to understand. See, so it doesn't matter what color you pick. At the end of the day, ain't nobody going to get you out of this economic enslavement, or unless you sell your soul to the government and you use the commandments of man to be successful here in America and out throughout the world. But no, at the end of the day, once you sell your soul, you're a dead man. Okay? Once you sell your soul, you can't come back. Okay? You understand me? It is what it is. The only way you're going to get out of this economic enslavement is sell your soul. Like Stephen Curry. He voting for Camilla because the women's rights to kill a baby. But he getting paid, but the NBA and all these people's in the background telling these basketball and entertainers on what to say, because why? Illuminati paying them. They on the payroll. Charlemagne the God is on the payroll. Do you understand me? They so-called cry and they lick the white man ass. And the white man is Joe Biden and the Democrats. Do you understand me? So America not racist. Okay? Nehemiah chapter 5 verse 1. And there was a great cry of the people and of their wives against their brethren the Jews. For they were that said, we our sons and our daughters are many. Therefore we take up corn for them that we may eat and live. Some of them that said, we have mortgaged our land, vineyards, and houses, that we might buy corn because of the dirt. And the dirt is that little drought like we had with the pandemic. With the COVID pandemic, you had toilet papers and stuff was off the shelves. You understand me? It is what it is. Verse 4. There were also that said, we have borrowed money from the king's tribute, and that upon our lands and vineyards. Yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children. Meaning that their skin is black. You got London Johnson, his family is black. You got Eric Adams, his family is black. You got Gosby. What's her name, man? From Maryland, governor. She got a black family. Fannie Willis, she got a black family. Cora Bush, she got a black family. Do you understand me? Maxine Waters got a black family. See, so all the people that's in power, that are Democrats, that support socialism and communism, they are black people. See, so it doesn't matter what flesh, because you lack understanding. You voted for somebody because of skin color. You got to be the stupidest person on this planet to even think to vote for somebody because of skin color, not understanding their agenda, not understanding their belief system and what they want to push. You just vote strictly on the color. You got to be the goddamn stupid ass person. I'm for real. Even a retarded child got more sense than that. And I'm not being funny. Do you understand me? Read verse 5 again. Nehemiah chapter 5 verse 5. Yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children. And lo, we bring into bondage our sons and daughters to be servants, and some of our daughters are brought unto bondage already. Neither is it in our power to redeem them. For other men have our land and lands, our land and vineyards. And other men that have their land and vineyards, it's the government. It's the other politicians that done came in. You understand me? So he done gave it to his servants. He done gave it to his people that's coming in after him, that's going to take his office, that's going to take his office seat. You understand? So it doesn't matter what color you pick. Ain't nobody going to get you out of it, because we are in economics enslavement. Do you understand? Hey, it is what it is. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28, and then we're going to go to verse 38. Deuteronomy 28, verse 38. Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, but the locust shall consume it. And the locust is what you call the government, because the government is bigger than the state and the local government. Talking about a federal system. Okay, you understand? Verse 39. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shalt neither drink of the wine nor gather of the grapes, for the worms shall eat them. And the worms are the local level governments, the state government, because they are small. And they're going to eat everything that you have through property and city taxes. Okay, you got fines and fees. Okay, you got state tax and you got state tax also. And you understand me? On purchases of products. You got state tax that's come out your check. You understand me? It is what it is, okay? Let's go down to verse 42. Deuteronomy 28, verse 42. All thy trees and the fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. And the locust is going to consume it. The government is going to take up everything. You understand me? Because understand, in the local level and in the state level, they are all Democrats. They are on the same agenda. Because these federal and worldly agendas, global agendas, are pushed through local governments. They are pushed through the council members. They are pushed through the city mayors and the city judge and you know what I mean, and the city prosecutor. Do you understand me? See, so the local level governments in the community implement these policies and regulations. They enforce them into the community. Do you understand? Hey, it is what it is. Verse 43. Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee and thou shalt not lend to him, he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Meaning that economically, we always going to be at the bottom. Okay, so every nation that come in is going to be put above us. And that's not called racism. That's a respected person. Okay, do you understand me? Because they know that we are the children of Israel and we are above them. So they're going to put other nations above us economically. That's why we are economically the tail. That's why you see in Chicago, they talking about when they were protesting against Lyndon Johnson, well, when you going to give us? You gave these immigrants 140 million, but what about the black community? You can't even give $1 million to the community. And then Lyndon Johnson said, we're going to invest $1 million. Now that $1 million is going to be split up into all districts, so they really got no money. But that 140 million are going, and these people that run these migrant shelters are getting paid off taxpayers' dollars. Do you understand me? Because see, regardless, understand this political game don't have nothing to do with skin color, and America's not a racist country. Okay, do you understand me? Because when you go to the American history, it shows you itself that America not racist. It's just that y'all don't research and study. Y'all like understanding, and y'all can't process and understand what y'all looking at. Y'all can't understand the terminology that these politicians use to promote their wicked ass agenda, to deceive you, to trick you and manipulate you. Do you understand me? Okay, like when you go to the Dalton, the city mayor, the super mayor, Tiffany Henry, what happened? All these black people through DEI, they went and picked this young black woman, and this young black woman turned around and ripped the whole black people community off. She ripped the whole black community off. Now she upset because they freeze the bank account. She can't touch no more money. Now she under investigation, so now they all snitching on each other. Do you see what I'm saying? All because of DEI. All because of racism. All because of the ideology of man. Do you understand me? So the whole black community was ripped off by a black woman. Chicago is being ripped off by a black man. You understand? Eric Adams is ripping off the black people in New York City. Same thing in Baltimore, Maryland. These people don't give a fuck about the black people and the school board. They can't read, they can't write, they can't pass the basic standard test. So they got this DEI. I'm saying what you call that, the DEI, whatever, to get accepted, whatever you call that. But the Supreme Court denied it, that, whatever it is. You know what I mean? To get into a good school and you black, but you don't have the qualifications, so you can get into that DEI or whatever it is, maybe. Do you understand me? See, so learning to understand that America is not a racist country, and racism do not exist. It just exists through the indoctrination. See, so you can tear down all the bridges, you can take down all the posters, you can take out all the paintings of America, right? At the end of the day, America's still going to be racist. Why? Because America practices capitalism. Racism is an attack against capitalism. It's an attack against Yahweh God. You understand me? This is an economic war that's being played out. And you need to understand what this game is about. Do you understand me? It is what it is. Wait, let me see if I get one more. If I get one more, yeah. Let's go to Isaiah 65 and let's go to verse 12. Now let's start at verse 11. Isaiah 65 verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forgot his holy mountain, and his holy mountain is those commandments, those divine governing systems that Moses received on Mount Sinai. You understand me? Talking about this. Talking about these commandments. You understand? That's what it's relating to. And that's what the gut kingdom, and that's what the scriptures refers to. You understand? Let's read that again. Isaiah 65 verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forgot my holy mountain, that prepared a table for the truth, that furnished a drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye all shall bow down to the slaughter. And the sword is the so-called white man. Because y'all forgot about the commandments. Y'all forsake the commandments and embrace the philosophical governance system of man. You understand me? So y'all gonna bow down to that slaughter. And that slaughter talking about not only religiously and wellness, but economically as well. Okay, you understand? Let's read that again, verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you all shall bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you didn't answer. When I spoke, you did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Meaning that you heard people talk about, spoke out against the government, spoke out against the transgender movement, LGBT community, spoke out against censorship, exposing these politicians and their agenda. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Okay, see, so when these agendas, when these politicians was exposed, when these Israelite camps and I make videos, we exposing these people. We letting you know what this whole game is about, because ain't nothing hidden from us now. Everything is uncovered from Esau, because everything about to hit the fan right now. Do you understand me? It is what it is, okay? So y'all continue to support BLM, the LBGT, Antifa. Do you understand me? Y'all support the feminist movement. Y'all support censorship. Do you understand me? Y'all support all these things that violates and make a mockery out of Yahweh God. Okay? And that violates your belief system. Because you say you believe. So y'all choose to delight, y'all choose to support these ideology, philosophical views of man that leads to death. Okay? Verse 13. Therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, and ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And he's talking about economically, because when the dollar bill collapsed, and when these politicians get in the office and snatch these SNAP benefits, when shit hit the fan with food poisoning and on the recall of these product food, you're gonna go hungry economically. Do you understand me? Because you forgot to practice capitalism. Capitalism is a divine financial institution. The commandments is a divine governance system. So you forsake a governance system of man. You rejected Yahweh Shai. You rejected Christ. You rejected the commandments. You rejected Yahweh God. So economically, we are in enslavement because we enjoy the abundance of things. Okay? And we line it up with today, it's the same scenario. Okay? You understand me? Let's read that again, verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh God, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And you're going to be ashamed. Why? Because then you're going to be walking around and begging and asking for food and picking food up off the ground. You're going to be out there searching for food, going crazy because your stomach hungry and your kids hungry. You understand me? So now you're going to find out that everything that these politicians were talking about was a bunch of bullshit. Racism, now you're going to find out that racism don't exist. Now you're going to understand that, oh shit, racism don't exist. It's not about skin color. Now you're going to come up and wake up to some understanding. Because now you're hungry, you thirsty, and now you ashamed. Why? Because nobody came and helped you. Ain't no white man came out of the sky to save you. Okay? It is what it is. Okay, verse 14. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry sorrow of heart, and shall have vexed for the spirit. Meaning that we're going to rejoice because we know and understand that we know and understand that the kingdom of Yahweh God is here. And long as we stay obedient to Yahweh Shai and keep Yahweh Shai, we're going to get into that kingdom. Long as we exercise and stand these commandments and walk in the divine nature. Okay, do you understand me? So we're going to rejoice when all this madness and wickedness come to an end. You understand me? The saints is going to rejoice. We're going to be happy. The earth is going to be happy. You understand me? Because all this wickedness is got put to an end. Do you understand me? And y'all going to be howling. Y'all going to be vexing of the spirit. Y'all going to be mad. Y'all going to be upset because these politicians didn't help you. You voted for this black man, this black woman. She didn't help you. Ain't you were told that a white man was gonna come out of the sky and pick you up, and no white man never showed up. Now you hungry. Now you thirsty. You don't have no place to stay. Now your stomach touching your back. Now you vexed in the spirit now. Now you mad because you lack understanding. So what happens is that you're going to come and wake up and start trying to find your Yahweh to find Christ, but it's going to be too late. You understand me? And it's going to be too late. And in fact, yeah, I said I was going to get one more, but then, yeah, I have to go because I'm on my lunch break. You understand me? This is lunch break video. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Oh, what I was looking for, I don't forgot. I don't what I don't forgot Egypt. Amos. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think it was Amos. Yeah, Amos 8 and 11, I believe. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Amos 8 and 11. Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not of bread nor thirst for water, but of the hearing of the word of the Lord Yahweh. Meaning that economically, he ain't gonna send no famine economically. Okay, you understand me? But the word is gonna be missing, taken away. Why? Because the more y'all support and embrace censorship, y'all embrace democracy, they gonna continue the censorship. Okay, and that censorship is leading up to being on one accord and one mind, leading up to the mark of the beast. Okay, because you can say this, but you can't say that, and you'll be penalized economically for saying that. Okay, see, so a lot of these politicians' agenda is to come at these platforms. Okay, and they talking about misinformation, but understand the government don't want you to know the truth. Why? Because the truth is going to set you free. See, I understand the truth, so I'm free to the ideology and philosophy of this government system. Do you understand me? I'm free. Let's read that again. Amos chapter 8, verse 9. And it shall come to pass, Shalaki, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not of bread nor thirst for water, but hearing of the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Meaning that as these politicians get into office and these policies, progressive policies, starting to being pushed and starting to being enforced. You understand me? So now you're going to be looking and understanding what is the truth now. Because now all these progressive agendas is getting pushed at you. It's being implemented through these politicians, implemented through the workforce. You understand me? Being pushed through the media. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Okay, so y'all going to be looking and understanding and looking for the word of Yahweh God, the true word, because ain't no white man came out of the sky. Ain't nobody buy you out of the conditions that you are in. And you picked all these black people, but these black people never helped you. Okay, so now you confused, you confounded now. Okay, and you're going to be vexed and hot and hungry because now you don't understand. Now the famine done took place, and that famine is strictly coming, and that famine is starting to take place. And that famine is what we call censorship. So that once you censor this ship, and once you take away key words and stuff like that, take away the freedom of speech or the right to say this or say that, what happens? Okay, now you can control what a person think and what a person can say and what they can't say. Y'all better understand and open up your eyes and recognize this game and the way how it's being played.